Something I've learned from my type 1 diabetes journey is that you just never know what's going on below the surface for someone. That everyone is dealing with something that you probably know nothing about, and that everyone has struggles and you just don't know what that is by just looking at someone. So yeah, it just gives you a bit of perspective and a bit more empathy.
I've learned that I'm a lot stronger than I think that I am. I've learned that I can still live a full life with type 1 diabetes, leave those self-doubt thoughts behind. I've learned that diabetes does not define me, but it is a part of me. I've learned to accept my condition so that it can help me move forward in life. I learned that I can treat myself and that carbs and bit sugar are not off limits. And most importantly, I've learned that I'm not alone in this journey with type 1 diabetes, that there's so many other people like me living with it, and it helps to normalize it, and we can share our ups and downs of this life, crazy life with type 1 diabetes together.
So I've had type 1 diabetes for 17 years now, I think it's 17, and probably one of the things that I love most about what it's taught me is that you can never assume anyone's story. You know, like often we talk about diabetes as being an invisible illness, which in a lot of ways it is, because there's a lot of times where, you know, you can't see our devices. Maybe we've chosen not to have them on show, or all the different decisions that we might have had to make in like just that moment, in that lead up to that moment. And it can be really hard, it can be really frustrating, but it just reminds me that you know, everyone's got their own story and everyone's got different things happening in their lives, and you just can't assume. You just can't assume. Like, often the people that we find the most inspiring, amazing people we ever meet in our lives have had some of the most hard things happen in their life, and you just find this incredible strength in yourself. So I think that's what you know, if I had to say there's something that diabetes has taught me, never lets me forget, is that you don't stop learning, and you know, everyone's just got a backstory. We all have things happen in our lives, and I think, yeah, having an invisible illness just reminds me that the people around me are also probably going through their own stuff. So yeah, that would be my biggest takeaway that I've learned from type 1.